Hi guys, Amy here. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to be sharing my finished Halloween altered book for Janscrazylife. So this is how the cover turned out. And then this is the spine and the back. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to put a charm down the center. I think I might. And I still need to find like a nice black ribbon that I like for the closure because I opted out of punching through the book. So what I ended up doing is first I had covered a Reader's Digest book. If you saw the previous video where I kind of showed my beginning to the book, I had covered the Reader's Digest book with this fabric. And I really like this fabric. I think it's really cute, but the paper I had didn't match. It had a lot of golds in it and a lot of black and orange. There wasn't any green or purple, and there weren't any cutesy kind of candy. So I ended up painting all of the fabric with black gesso. And you could use black acrylic paint as well. And then I didn't like the way the black gesso felt on the back. I knew I wanted to decorate the front like this, but I didn't like the way the black gesso felt. So I knew I needed to add more fabric. Well, I didn't have any fabric. However, I did go through my Halloween decor and I realized that I had this scarf that I had purchased last year from the Dollar Tree. And I thought, well, that could work. Now, the scarf wasn't wide enough to fit the whole book, and so I just basically kind of wrapped it, started here in the back, and then just wrapped it around, and that's how I ended up with that. So before I had glued this part down, though, I ended up taking some orange tissue paper, crumpling it up really good, and Mod Podging that on the cover. And I like the way that this turned out a lot better. You can just kind of see that there's wrinkles in there, so it looks, pretty cool. And yeah, I just Mod Podged that in there, and it's soaked in enough to where you could still see some of the black gesso, which I thought was pretty cool. Then I had I needed to find a focal point, and I had these round wooden discs I had purchased a couple years ago when I first was trying out mixed media and I wanted to do some coasters. I wanted to play around with my alcohol inks. Those were one of the first mixed media products that I had purchased. And so I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. So I ended up doing that. I didn't like the way that it looked. So I ended up taking some of the book paper that was left over from the pages that I torn out of the book, and I just ripped them and Mod Podged them all around the circle. Then I added different color acrylic paints and just kind of sprayed it with water and moved it around just to get the mix of the oranges and the browns and the yellows in the background. And then I went around the outside of the circle, if you can see the gold there. I actually embossed that with gold embossing powder. So I basically just kind of dipped, dipped the edge into the embossing ink, sprinkled the embossing powder on it, heated it up, and then just went all the way around there. And then I was finally happy with it. I thought it looked finished. I had these recollection stickers. They were actually 3D stickers. And they were from a couple years ago. They matched the collection, so I thought, okay, I will use that as a focal point. And what's really cool about this is you can see she's kind of a vintage girl, but when you turn it slightly, her face turns into a monster. I just love that. So I took the 3D dot off of there and just kind of glued that on there flat because I thought this was dimensional enough. So I still need to get a closure on there, and then I'm debating on whether or not I want to add some of my paper beads. I've also got a couple of these clips that I'm going to include. So let's just kind of dive in. The other thing I did is I had gone around all the edges that looked unfinished with this gold paint pen. I didn't feel like embossing around it. I wasn't sure how that was going to react. So the gold paint pen really helped to finish that off, and I like the feel of it. It's super heavy. So let's just dive right in, guys. The first page, I think I had this page done when I shot the original video of when I was just just getting started with the book. I did add this label so that the recipient can put in their name or the date or whatever they want. I did go around with a gold marker and a gold paint pen on every single piece of paper, every tuck spot, every journaling card. Here's a little pocket, a clear pocket with a journaling card, and as you can see, there's gold all the way around that. So here's your first page, just kind of the greeting. There's 36 or 37 total pages, something like that. 36, I think. So when you open up the next page, there's a little tuck spot here. Again, you can see, basically I just went around, I did gold everywhere. I put a lot of this gold washi. This is that really good Scotch brand washi tape, so the glitter doesn't come off. I really like that. I did have to glue it down though, just to ensure that it would stay and that it would look finished. So that is that. And then here is a little tag with the tuck spot, journaling card with the tuck spot, and then I just put some of the cutout parts and just use that for decoration. It says best ever. There's a lot of gold, so you might see a lot of glare. And then every single pocket has every single page after this has a tuck spot up to Halloween. So a person could really use this as an October daily if they wanted to. There's tons of room. This pulls out, again, the gold all the way around the journaling cards. I did the gold around this little punch out. I was going to stamp on the back, but no, I'm not sure yet. I still have, the night to think about it. And then here's the next page. So simple embellishments because of all the gold and of all the writing. Here is a tag. Here's one of the cut aparts. Here's a tag that I made. And then I alternated all the journaling cards. What's bothering me though is they're all falling in. So I'm probably going to have to take some smaller paper clips, find my gold paper clips, and just kind of hook them on there maybe with a little charm or something, just to keep them from falling out. So there's another journaling card. And then we've got this page. The pages are kind of busy, so that is why I did it that way. I just added a simple little spider on that one. Oops, still need to add some ribbon. This one has 2 corner tuck spots. So we've got this one where I made a large tag. And then we've got this little tuck spot here where I just put a piece of the cut apart. And then we've got another journaling card. I tried to at least use as much of the different colored papers for the cards as I possibly could. Then we've got this page here. We've got a corner spot, tuck spot, or pocket, and then here's a bottom pocket. And then inside here, I just put all of the extra little cut aparts that I had left over so that they could use it to embellish, through in a couple tags. So that just gets tucked in there. And I love this. I think I got this last year or the year before from Michael's. Here's another tag that I made. Here's another one of those embellishments where, it looks like a happy family and then you move it. They look like monsters. I just put a little sticker skull. And then here's one of the cut aparts. And gold washi is in the middle of every single page. Here's the other tuck spot. Or pocket, sorry. This page, I kept this removable. Here's a little belly band. And I kept it removable so the person could move it around if they want the black mat under there or the orange mat or no mat and just want to tuck memorabilia in there or pictures in there. So these 2 items are loose so they can move them around and use them anywhere in the book. And that just says Spooktacular. Here's a little journaling spot. Again, more doilies and paper mats. And here is another journaling card. I like these tabs that they stick out, but I want to push them in enough so that, you know, they don't stick out of the edge of the book. So that's where the paper clips are going to come in handy. So then we got this page here with the cats. I love that. I love this paper. And then I just decorated it with a couple of the cut aparts. So here is one tuck spot. Oops, got some glue to fix that. Journaling card. Here's another journaling card. Let's see, these little buggers keep doing that. And then here is another one. So lots of room for photos in here. Tons and tons of room. This page is really simple. I just left it so that you could put a big picture here. Here's a tuck spot. This is just an embellishment. And then we've got another journaling spot. There are extra mats included in the pockets, so they could definitely, you know, move one mat over and mat it down and put a picture on there. Here is another one where some homemade tags. Like I said, here's a mat for a photo. Just some extra little journaling stuff. This is a tuck spot. Again, these mats can be reused in a different area. And then we've got another journaling card. Not really checking to make sure I'm in right frame. Sorry guys, I'll go back through it at the very end again. This one I left open again too for mats or for journaling. For photos or for journaling. And then here is another one. If they didn't like all these pockets, they could easily glue them up and, you know, use these wherever else in the book if they wanted to. But I love how they all have different parts of the paper throughout. So cute. This is going to be really hard to let go of. I worked so hard on it. Okay, so then we've got this next page here. Again, another belly band with journaling cards. Lots of belly bands, lots of tuck spots. There's a little tag. Another journaling tag. Pocket thingy. Okay, then we've got the corner ones. So we've got the corner tuck, another homemade tag. And the tags are all very basic. They're not decorated, so the person can decorate them. Here are some extra cut aparts. And another spot here. Then we've got this one with the corner and the spider. I love that. Couple tags. I love this paper. And then these are loose as well so that they could reuse them. Got another. Yeah, tonight I'll be looking for my gold paper clips, that's for sure. So that's that one. Another belly band here with a handmade tag. Here is one of the cut aparts from the paper collection. I used two different recollection paper collections from 2 years ago. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them. Here's another journaling spot. These I think are all 4x6. And the book itself is 5 by 7 1/4. Here is a nice mat. Here I was trying to make a pop out so that when you opened it up, this eyeball popped out. Well, it was a disaster. Because of the way the book is made, I already had this paper glued down, so it didn't work. You almost have to have a full sheet of paper in order for that concept to work. So I'll try that again on my next one, which I will be making one for myself. Here's another tuck spot. This is pretty much open. Just a couple little decorations here, but you can put photos, whatever you want. More belly bands and pockets. I just love the gold around everything. I just love, love, love it. Of course, those of you who know me knows my favorite color is orange, so There's a lot of gold and orange and black in here and white. Then we've got just a plain corner tuck spot here. And this would actually be like the 31st day. So this is actually like Halloween day. So I am just leaving this blank like that. And then I have a matching card in this day. And then the back pages are just kind of extra. So this would be like page 32, 33. This just says best ever. And here's a little area for photos. Here's a little area for photos, and then here is a little tuck spot. And then you've got another extra page. So, alright, so that is my altered book, you guys. And then here in the back, I just have another tuck spot with a journaling card. And this just says, need a broom, vroom. And that's it. Just kind of go through, make sure everything is the way I want it. Add some ribbon to the tags that don't have ribbons. Add my closure, and it's good to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm, a little bit nervous about sending this. I hope whoever gets it really enjoys it. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. So thank you so much, Jan. I'm so glad you gave us enough time to work on this. So yeah, that's it. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.